right, well, it's Tuesday, and that means it's time to hit the road with the Reck.
Today we trade in our sneakers for ice skates. This week's edition of Reck on the Road takes us to Norfolk Scope, where it's all about skating and a woman who teaches hockey players how to get better at it.
Back in the early 1980s, Barbara Underhill was a figure skating phenom. Along with pairs partner Paul Martini, Underhill skated in 2 Winter Olympic Games and won the World Championship in 1984. Fast forward to today, and Underhill is still on the ice, but now her focus is on speed.
So the first thing I do is I get him in balance. I get him in a balanced position so that he's using all the right muscles and he's on the right part of the blade.
Underhill is the skating instructor for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Her job is to evaluate the skaters and teach them how to become faster and more efficient.
When they feel that for the first time, it's so exciting to them because suddenly everything feels easy. Suddenly everything feels more efficient. Suddenly they feel more power. They're using muscles they hadn't used before. And I think that's exciting. And usually if I'm one-on-one with a player, I can usually get that in one session. So by the end of the session, they feel something they've never felt before. And then I feel like I've got them hooked.
Underhill grew up on the ice in Canada. Her figure skating training taught her balance and control.
We learned from 5 years old, I was having private lessons on technique every single day. So 5 days a week, I had a private lesson on technique. So I learned the technique, I learned the body position, I learned the control, I learned the balance from a very, very young age. These guys don't get that opportunity.
Hockey players make their living skating, but Underhill says they have a lot to learn when it comes to using the blades correctly.
They're thrown on the ice, go chase the puck, just get there. So they're not taught how to do it, they're not taught the how. And so what's fun is taking some of these guys who haven't had the training maybe and teaching them the technique for the first time. And it's like a light bulb for them. Like, wow, I wish somebody had taught me that like when I was a kid.
Soon after she hung up her figure skates, Underhill spent 12 years commentating. But this phase of her life happened by accident when she was watching her husband's junior hockey team at practice.
The coach asked me if I'd come on and help the guys because I kept looking at them going, why is he turning like that? Why is he skating like that? Like I knew from my skating that I could tell that these guys, weren't using the right technique. So I said, I can help these guys.
NHL scouts took notice, and now she's considered one of the top speed coaches in the game.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I just, for me, I was off the ice for a period of 12 years. I was doing what you do. I was in television. And I loved it, but this is what I missed. I missed being on the ice, and I missed the freedom and the feeling and the power. And when I got back on the ice, I just said, you know what? This is what I have to do. This is where I belong.
Mike was not.
Just how good is Barbara Underhill? Last year she was named one of the top 100 influential people in the NHL.
Wow.
Yeah, a woman instructor, so
that's awesome.
Good for her.
Yeah, she's got the moves.
She's good.